Hey there, folks. Foggy here. Welcome to day 284 of my year solo board gaming, considered by many to be ill-advised and stupid. This is Railroad Inc. Challenge. This is with the Trails expansion from the Lush Green Edition. This is considered the harder of the two. Just a quick overview. We have to complete a circuit by round 3. By round 4, we have to have 5 consecutive things that have cells in them or trails in them, and then finally we also have to have 3 of the corners by round 5, and this only goes 6 rounds, so that's something to keep in mind. Much like with the Railroad Edition, we're going to be rolling all of the dice. We have to use all 4 route dice, but not necessarily all of the trail dice, but we probably will want to anyway. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so just quickly, this does not look good. I think what I want to do... This is just a pain in the butt because it doesn't really connect that much with anything else. I almost kind of just want... I think, as stupid as this might seem, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use one of my pieces kind of early. I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. And we're going to go down like this. Draw a little thing like that. And then this will just simply be dot, 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 dot. Okay, so that is the first of our pieces, first of our special routes. We are just immediately jumping into it, but we're going to go ahead and also do this right here. So that is now in. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to use this to do the connection over here on the side. And we're going to get some trails in here. Now, apparently, when you do this, they automatically connect to the next station. The way that it's shown here, let me give you a little example. Once you actually have something connecting to the corner of a shared space, you can draw a little connection there. Now, you'll notice that I'm not drawing a similar connection over here because there's no trail over here. So we've got 2 trails. We kind of need to have trails in consecutive spots, so this is going to be a little on the tricky side, to say the least. Let's go ahead and keep going, though. I think what we might do, I want to see something. Is the TA, if it's the same row or column? Yeah, it's row or column. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do... Where do we go now? Where do we go now? Where do we go now? This is just not looking pleasant. Let's go ahead and just draw a line here. We'll use that one. And then I've still got a duplicate that I can make of something. To get stuff into the corners, and one of them's already set. Yay. In fact, let's go ahead and do another corner. We're going to do this piece here like so, and then we'll do this corner piece like so, and then draw the little connections in here. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this last piece, this next piece here. So this goes up like this. Now we still have a piece that we can then connect. And I think what I'm going to do is the lambada. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a piece, this similar piece here, but just like this. All right, so that's our duplicate there. We've done one of the factories. We've got one of the towns already taken care of. We have two of the 4 corners. That's actually pretty good. And we've got a little bit of a thing going on here. We do need to get some trails going, and I think I want to try to keep focus on this side. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and I need to write in, I almost forgot, I need to write in ones because it's very important to the whole process. Let's take a look at what we got here. Um, this would be great here, but that's going to make it difficult for me to really get this 5 going across thing. I feel like what I want to do is, yeah, I kind of want to get this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get this piece in first. We're going to do this here. And then this is going to have a little trail there. Now the pieces that have to be consecutive, the consecutives in a column do not necessarily have to be all in the same row or all touching each other. I'm sorry, they all have to be connected, but they don't have to be in the same column. We're going to go ahead and do, I think, this piece here. We're going to jump right in and do yet another station. And that means that these will connect. This is now going to be next on the list. We'll do this. And this has a connection here, and this gets connected. So now at least we got 2 stations that are connected, and that's a huge plus. Plus we've got 3 now in a row. So that's really good. We've got our first of these. I think next up we're going to use this piece here. Just to get that road going. I kind of want to just keep going with this road. Part of me wants to get something here that would work, but I think that's going to have to be yet another special route, and we're burning through those really quick. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do, this is controversial. Let's just go ahead and bring this in. That's our second of the houses. I think what I'm going to do is this one here, get a second factory going. I'm going to duplicate this piece. I have no idea if that's actually legit or not. And then this last piece, I'm going to go ahead and put this down here. And that means that we have our corners done. So that's good. Do we have a route that actually loops around itself? We do. This right here, this loops itself. All right, so that's done. We're on round 2 and we're just kicking butt. Probably committing all sorts of rules errors in the process. All right, let's go round 3. Okay, goal here is to make sure that I get something in here. So I'm gonna have to use yet another piece from up here. Probably do the straight on this one. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. As horrible as this is, I'm just doing the straight through there, and then that means that will connect here, and then we'll use this piece as well to do a straight line from here, and then that's now connected as well. We'll do this, which we can rotate around to look like so, and do this to connect here. That's going to connect these. So now we're doing, what we've got now is like a group of 4 that are all connected, which is not too shabby. We kind of want to get, and now we've got our 5 in a row, so that is complete. We're going to get a perfect score on our goals, which is yay. Let's go. I think we're going to do this one next, and we're going to do this one like this, so. This will connect. If we had one more factory, we could go there, but unfortunately we don't. We do have this piece, which is probably not the worst thing in the world to use, which will then allow us to do this, which gives us another piece that we can now use. So we'll go ahead and repeat this one, because this will connect here and this will connect here. And now we got 5 stations on that group. And we still have this lovely little piece here, which we will definitely just have this tuck into the piece. Now we've got 3 of our universities set, so we can grab one more piece from up here. That is round 3. Let's go ahead and write 3s on all of these. That was a pretty extensive play there. Now I think the biggest challenge is just how many more things can we get hooked up together? We still have a lot of houses to try to connect as well. All right. So I think first and foremost what we want to do is we want to try to get this going upwards. So I want to try to get this other house. And the question is, do we then... we've also got some great pieces here to continue our railroad, but I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this. No, because I think I actually have to connect the railroads. Like, the railroads can't just exist in a vacuum. But what I can do... Let me think about this for a moment. We still have one more of these that we can do. We are out of factories. I think we've used all our factories. And I kind of want to use... I'm a little worried about this one right here. This is going to be difficult to work with, I think. But if we can get a connection going here, that's going to be really good for us. So I think let's do this. Let's draw a line here. Let's use this one. We'll use this as our last of the pieces. We'll play this here. I don't know why I wrote a 2 there. There's not a 2 that's supposed to go there. And then this here as well. So we get a secondary loop. More importantly, that now connects as well. And then this is going to have to come out here somehow. So we're going to draw a line there. And then I think we're going to go here and here. And hopefully get something that connects. So that's 4, and we got 2 more turns to go. We've now used up all of our train station things. We still need to get some stuff in here. And I think what I'm worried about is that I think I kind of screwed myself on that house. But we'll see. Yeah, I think the only way to really do that is if I had saved one of these others up here. So that's no bueno. Because the way it is right now, I'm going to have to use this piece instead. Which would work, except it won't provide a connection. It'll basically mean that we have 0 connection at that point. So I really did screw the pooch here. Let's go trail straight. And then this is going to form a trail through here. We'll do this. So this will be connected as well. I think we're going to go here. And then I think shoot up this way. So that'll connect. We still have this piece, which is going to be problematic. think what we're going to do is do this so we get a connection there. And, oh man, I really don't want to do it this way. I really should have saved like one more piece. Part of my thought process also is that I kind of want this to be as error-free as possible. And it looks like I'm going to get a pretty error-free grid here. But I think this is the best place for it. So we will lose out on 2 points on the houses, but I think overall that's not too bad. That is turn 5. We have one more turn to go. Oh, yeah, I can draw little connections up there as well. I think that's all of them. Now, ideally, if I can get something to connect this, that would be amazing, because then this, and this would all be connected. Like, that would just be a huge network. So many points for the trails. But last time, let's see what we get. Let's see if we're going to be able to do it. Oh, you stupid. Oh, I had forgotten that this piece existed. That would have worked perfectly. That would have closed that off. That would have connected my two networks. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Idiot. All right. Let's see what can we do here. So that's so frustrating. That's just heartbreaking is what that is. All right, let's start with the basics. Let's start with this one first. We're going to go take a turn here. Draw a little connection there too. We're going to do this one, I think, next. No, we're not going to do that one next. Where can we put these? I don't even know where I can put these. I feel like I've just suddenly been given all of these pieces that do not fit together at all. Yeah, I'm going to take this one away because I think this is actually a bad piece to have there. Let's start with this, since this is now screwing me over here. We're going to do this instead. And that's going to come up. And because that's a town, that's another network on there. I am just messing up the lower portion of this grid, aren't I? But I think that's going to be a good starting point instead. We do have to then figure out how we're incorporating the rest of these. And this is where I think things are going to get really messy. Because none of these work well. All right, you didn't come here to listen to me complain. Let's go with this. So that'll be one error. Can't draw that as a connection. Can't draw that as a connection. I'm going to have to draw that as a connection here like that. Just generally horrible. Yeah. I think the way that I have to do it is like this. A little road to nowhere here. So we'll get pieces here. And we'll get pieces, let's do this one. All right. And then I think that's it. All right, so we do have this really big network that is almost everything. And the reason that that's so frustrating on this piece right here is because that piece would have allowed me to treat all of this as one network. Instead, it's going to be 8 on one network and 3 on the other. I could do the A's, B's, and C's if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. But it's 8 and 3, so that is 36. Longest road is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Longest railroad is next to impossible to tell here, just simply because of the way that the trails work. The trails are next to impossible for me to distinguish. But it looks like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything in the center is filled. Number of houses is going to be 6. Our goals are 12. For the networks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stations, and you can connect the entire one. Everything can be connected. So that's 20. That's actually the saving grace of this particular playthrough. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that's it for errors. So I think that's -8. So not too bad. That's going to be 48, 58, 67, 73, 85, 105, 97. A 97 final score. I will go ahead and take that as a good score. Let me know if you followed along and if you did better and how you did for your score. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. This will be the last of Railroad Inc. Somebody in the comments, I apologize, I want to say it was Red Sable, asked me which variation was the best. And to be honest, this is my first time trying Trails. Yesterday was my first time trying Forest. I've not played with Railroad Ink Challenge enough. I love the concept of it. I love the idea that there are all these different dice that you can get, and they all have different effects. And in the end, I just find it a little too meh. I think maybe if I had gotten the big box option instead, or maybe if I got the yellow one in addition, like maybe that might make me feel differently about it. But for the most part, I haven't really, I think, glommed onto it the way that some other people have. But folks, thank you for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow with a new game.